Hello everybody, welcome back to Ghost Socks. Okay, today my buddy, my partner in crime, he's on vacation right now, so wishing him a good vacation. He's gonna vlog, so when he come back, he gonna put some vlogs up. Hopefully he vlog. If he not, me and my buddy gonna have some talking to do. Alright, okay, so today today I found like a new SCP channel because y'all in the comment, y'all thank y'all so much for commenting and everything, like for real. Thank y'all so much for commenting on our video and just showing love and everything and subscribing. We was at 52 subscribers. Now we at 74. Nah, thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. And I just hope y'all like our contact. Let the contact. Bring the contact out. Where's the contact? I hope y'all like our contact, and I guess I just psyched myself out with that word. And I just hope y'all enjoying the videos that we shoot. And again, I am sorry it took 3 days. My laptop right now sucks, and I was at the hospital a little bit, and I wasn't feeling good. So I am back and better than before. So hopefully all that stuff is situated. And today we are reacting to SCP-2701. True Solitary Confinement. SCP animation. It's by Dr.Bob. I hope it's okay to use your content, but Dr.Bob, I'm gonna subscribe right now because I like SCP. The stuff I just saw so far, and I'm very into it. And people saying, "Oh, there's a lot of SCP animation," so I just type in SCP animation, and that's the first thing that pop up. So I'm about to take a look at it and see what it's about. True Solitary Confinement. Oh shit. Like, comment, and subscribe to Dr. Bob. Like, comment, subscribe to us. And again, let's get this shit started.
A prisoner in a striped uniform is led down the central corridor of a penitentiary by a pair of guards. Wherever he's being taken, the prisoner is not going peacefully. The other inmates stand at their cell doors watching as he is dragged past them. The prisoner is begging for the guards to show him mercy, pleading for them not to make him go in there, to subject him to anything in the world, but that. The guards pay no attention to his cries as they force him along. They reach the end of the...
Yo, I don't know nothing about like hardcore, like the hardcore prison, but shit, solitary confinement. Ooh, that's the worst.
corridor and stop in front of the last cell, number 667. The prisoner looks into the dark, empty cell and screams, struggling against his captors one last time before they overpower him and shove him inside, slamming the door shut behind him. The prisoner looks around the small, dim cell. All that's inside is a bed with a thin mattress and a filthy toilet. He looks extremely scared, his eyes searching around the cell as if a monster is going to leap out from a dark corner and grab him. The prisoner hears a cracking sound and jumps in fright, spinning around to see a different kind of monster. Standing between the two guards who led him here is a third prison guard. He's enormous, and the prisoner watches as he cracks the...
Yo, I don't care how enormous you are. If you start cracking your knuckles, we start fighting. I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna have you like... I'm like, okay, bro. You either gonna stop cracking that damn two-brick... I don't know what I was about to say. Let me continue.
The knuckles of his massive hands. The giant guard reaches for something hanging next to the cell door. It's a clipboard. He looks at the prisoner's uniform and notes his name before writing it down. The large guard asks over his shoulder, "So, what are we thinking? 1 day? 2? For this one?" One of the other guards answers, "He deserves a lot more than that for what he did." "Why, what'd he do?" asks the big one. "He attacked one of the nurses. She's in pretty bad shape." One of the nurses? The veins in the larger guard's head start to bulge out as his grip on the pencil tightens. "Who was it?" It was Gloria," the guard answers. The pencil snaps in the giant guard's hand. One of the guards quickly picks it up and hands it back to him. Through gritted teeth, he answers, "I see." As the giant guard stares at him with angry, violent eyes, the prisoner starts to slink back into the dark cell, terrified of what's going to happen to him. "You like to attack nurses, do you? Well, we're gonna give you plenty of time to think about that. I'll see you in a year." The two other guards look at each
Are
other.
You gonna have me in solitary confinement for a goddamn year? A year? A year? Neither. No, fur. Nah. I'm like, yo, I mean to hit the nurse. She was going after my goodies, so I had to snap back. I didn't want her to lose my innocence. Please let me out of solitary. Yeah, nah, I ain't staying in a year.
Clearly thinking that this is extreme, even for a crime like this. "Are you sure that's a good idea?" one of them asks.
Extreme.
But it's already too late. The guard has penciled in the date for exactly 1 year later. "No, please, no!" the prisoner screams, rushing towards the bars and reaching out as if it will somehow help him. But it doesn't. There's a faint rustling of wind that seems to carry the sound of whispers, and then the prisoner vanishes. He's simply gone, blinked out of existence.
Huh? Wait. Huh? Huh? Did you just say the prisoner vanished? Okay, this is getting a little bit interesting now.
The guard hangs the clipboard back on the wall before turning and quickly walking away. He needs to get to the infirmary. The two guards can do nothing but shrug at each other and follow after him. "Poor guy," one of them whispers as they walk away from the empty cell. 1 year to the day later, the huge guard walks down the same prison corridor. It's late at night, and as he walks along, he lets his baton hit against the bars of the cells, making a loud clatter. "Wake up, everyone, wake up. It's a homecoming day." Sleepy prisoners get up out of their beds and stand at the front of their cells, trying their best to look through the bars to see the cell at the end of the block. "See what happens when you mess with staff? Come on, get up, today's the day. It's a homecoming." The guard gets to the end of the...
Wait, what he mean by homecoming? So basically, wait, let me get this straight. Hold on. So by homecoming, does he mean like, damn, I don't know.
the corridor and stops in front of the empty cell with the clipboard hanging on the wall next to it.
Oh,
The door.
the guy is coming back from wherever bullshit he was at. When did teleport him at? Damn, I feel bad.
Door is open, and there's nothing inside the dark cell except for the same dirty toilet and bed. The guard takes out his pocket watch and checks the time. Everyone, the guard and the prisoners alike, are all focused on the empty cell. The guard checks his watch again. The minute hand ticks over to midnight, and the moment it does, the cell door slides shut and locks with a loud click. The prison is completely silent, each inmate waiting with bated breath to see what happens next. The guard takes out a large, heavy ring of keys and inserts one into the cell door before stepping inside. He looks around, and still it appears that nothing inside is different. But then he spots what he's looking for. There in the corner, near the toilet, is a huddled figure in a striped prison uniform. Well, there you are. The guard starts to walk towards this person who has somehow appeared in the cell, but the huddled figure doesn't move or react in any way. The guard reaches down and puts a hand on the man to flip him over. "How'd you enjoy your stay?" Solitary confinement is one of the most brutal forms of punishment that is still in use across much of the world today. The psychological and physical distress that comes from days, weeks, months, even sometimes years spent alone can be devastating. But as horrible as this practice is, there exists a form of retribution that is even more terrifying. One that even the most hardened of criminals fear and would do anything to avoid. This is SCP-2701, also known as True Solitary. SCP-2701 is a seemingly standard-looking prison cell located in a now-condemned Pennsylvania State Penitentiary. The prison, which was built in the early mid-1800s...
This motherfucker just said Pennsylvania State Prison? I am in PA. Or am I? I am not. I am a ghost. Or am I? Huh. So, Pennsylvania State Prison. Where is that at? Shit. So, they were using this place. They knew about this damn SCP and they were still using it. Oh, that's fucked up. Damn, that's fucked up. People are cruel.
Was showing its age long before it was finally shut down, and the cell contains only an old toilet and bed, with a clipboard hanging to the left of the cell with various forms marked as intake. The cell's construction materials appear normal, and the contents themselves are non-anomalous. It is only when someone is placed inside of SCP-2701 and the clipboard next to the cell is used that its frightening effects become evident. When a human being is locked with
So you gotta use the clipboard and somebody has to be inside. So if somebody's inside and you don't use the clipboard, what happened then? Maybe they will explain it, but shit.
within the cell, their name is written on the intake form and a date is filled in under the release date section. SCP-2701's anomalous activation event is put in motion. 13 seconds after these conditions have been met, the person inside will disappear, completely vanishing from view as if they simply no longer exist. Any attempts to better understand the process by which they dematerialize have been unsuccessful, as all recording equipment looking into or placed inside the cell will show only static or blank images during the 13 seconds before the subject disappears. Researchers observing the effect in person, though, have reported the sounds of wind and unidentified whispering voices, but it is still unknown what may be producing these. At 12:00 a.m. on the dot on the release date, the cell's door will somehow close and lock itself if it is not already shut. At this exact moment, the person who
Yo, I got a stupid question, everybody. What if you're just chilling and then your hand's right there and you didn't say, and then it's like 12 o'clock and you didn't say notice, your hand just right there and the cell door automatically, you know where I'm getting at. Ooh. Yeah, that would hurt.
vanished will reappear within the locked
I'm sorry,
cell.
everybody.
Unfortunately for the person who was locked inside,
I'm sorry about that, peeps. I'm sorry. Ooh, I'll wait for Jordan to come back.
while they may have returned
I'll wait for Jordan to come back so we can do the top 10 or top scariest SCP. So he can. I'm just looking at this because I thought it was interesting and I like
into our reality, it is unlikely that they will ever be the same. Experiments into SCP-2701 have revealed that those who are placed inside and vanish will experience a state of complete sensory deprivation while remaining fully conscious the entire time. They experience no sounds, smells, or sense of touching anything. They do not even see darkness, since that would imply sight. Instead, they truly experience no senses at all. This effect can be disastrous for the human psyche, with subjects reporting that they have developed intense fears of both shadows and light, claustrophobia, agoraphobia, and a fear of going to sleep following their time within SCP-2701. At the same time, they will have experienced no physical changes at all, including aging, no matter how much time has passed. But the worst part of SCP-2701 is that those who are locked inside.
So you mean to tell me you can be there for a long ass time but you won't age at all? So let's just say I go there at this age and I don't want to go there, but I go there at this age and I come back. I was still like they said it for like let's just say 5 years. I mean there for 5 years and I come back. I will still be looking the same after 5 years of nothingness. I'll be crazy as a motherfucker. I come in like, you know?
Do not experience time at the same rate as you or I.
Huh?
No, tests have revealed that once someone disappears from within the cell, they will feel as if time has been significantly stretched out, with the dilation effect causing them to perceive time at a rate that has been estimated to be between 300 and 400 times longer than normal. That means that someone placed
Y'all know when I said about 5 years in that place? Let's just forget that, okay? Cause did it just say? Let's rewind. Listen to what this motherfucker just said. Listen.
Time at a rate that has been estimated to be between 300 and 400 times longer than normal.
Ooh,
That
oh, hell
means that
no.
someone placed inside for 2
Hell no.
hours will experience time as if they had been locked away for 25 to 33 days, while someone placed inside for a whole year will feel as though they have been floating in a void of nothingness for several centuries. Foundation researchers have theorized that the absence of any outside stimulation for that long of a period causes the mind to break down rational thought structures in an effort to mitigate stress, and that a complete psychological breakdown soon follows.
Yes.
In order to better understand the effects of SCP-2701, the SCP Foundation embarked on a number of tests using Class D personnel. In one experiment, which was performed on a D class known as D77391,
I like your handlebar mustache, bro. What you do? What kind of conditioner you use? When they got you in there for rocking the good mustache? Yeah, these SCP people are jealous of your mustache. I know.
the event started at 11:45 p.m., and the release date was set for the coming midnight. This led to the D class being inside the cell for 15 minutes, though they experienced their time within as having lasted 75 to 100 hours. When D77391 was interviewed 6 hours after reappearing, they described their time inside as being a true hell. Experiencing nothing but emptiness, they couldn't do anything. They couldn't sleep, they couldn't even scream. They were left alone with only their thoughts and memories. The only thing that kept them from completely losing their mind was something one of the researchers told them before they entered the cell. The researcher told them that no matter what they felt, that they had to hold on to the idea that they were going to come back. They needed to remember they wouldn't be in there forever. While these words of encouragement did seem to stave off the worst of the mental effects D77391 could have suffered, they also impacted the results of the experiment, and the offending researcher was later reassigned to a different project following a 6-month suspension.
That's some cold-hearted shit, but I get it. They're trying to learn more about it. So if you don't know the full effects of it and you go in there willy-nilly, yeah, it's some dire consequence. I understand though.
The SCP Foundation first became aware of SCP-2701 following reports of certain abnormalities at a Pennsylvania state penitentiary. There were numerous complaints by lawyers that they were not being allowed to meet with their clients, and that they were being denied access to the site by the prison's warden. When police were finally dispatched to the site to investigate, it was discovered that the entire prison, which previously housed 137 inmates and employed a number of staff, had only one inhabitant: the warden. He described the activation procedure for cell 667 and explained that he had placed every single prisoner inside one by one and made them disappear. He had been keeping the funds that were supposed to be used for the care of the inmates, as well as to bribe officials and former staff in order to keep the warden's scheme secret and prevent any official inquiries. The warden surrendered to the police without incident, and an undercover Foundation agent within the Philadelphia police soon alerted SCP agents to the cell's anomalous effects. When a Foundation team arrived on site, they found the cell exactly as described, along with the intake forms. The prison warden had been telling the truth. Over 100 forms were filled out with inmates' names, with release dates ranging from 50 to over 1,300 years in the future.
Yo, that's beyond cruelty. Because time is like 3 times 400 times faster. Oh, that's beyond. So they're gonna be there for like some of them gonna be there for millions of years. You don't want them to come out after millions of years. Some of them, it, or thousands of years. It will no.
Ease with which SCP-2701 is able to be contained has led to it receiving the Safe classification. The former prison where SCP-2701 is located is monitored at all times by video and audio surveillance, and a security guard equipped with full-body restraints is present at all times to both detain any subjects who appear within the cell, as well as prevent any new ones from being placed inside that aren't a part of an official SCP Foundation experiment. Now go and watch another entry from the files of Dr. Bob, like SCP-052, the time-traveling train, for another anomaly with a direct line to the unknown. And make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single anomaly as we delve further and further into the SCP Foundation's classified archives.
Alright, everybody, that one was fucked. Was messed up to the point where it's it's way beyond cruelty. Everybody, like, that's who. That's just several years into the future, and time is like 4,400 times faster in there, so they'll be trapped in there for. Damn, that's beyond cruelty. Alright, everybody, that was a fun video, though. That was awesome. I'm gonna be reacting more with Dr. Bob, and again, I still love the Vulcan. Don't get me wrong, cause I like when people read it too, cause it gets your imagination going. That's why I like to, cause I'm an artist, so I like imagination going too. But again, that was by Dr. Bob. Like, comment, subscribe to him. I 100% like that. I like that. Like, comment, subscribe, and Dr. Blob. I'm Dr. Blob. Dr. Blob. I'm Gabriel. And Dr. Bob, I hope it's okay to react to more of your video, and it's very interesting. You got a lot too. I'm next video. I don't know what I'm gonna react to, but it might be another Dr. Bob video because I think I'm liking this. And again, catch y'all next time. Like, comment, subscribe to Dr. Bob. Like, comment, subscribe to us, and that'll be it from the Ghost Socks. I know when he here, he'll be like, "Yeah, you did it too, bro. I'm so proud of you." But right now, my boy's on vacation. Wish my boy some happy vacation, and we see you later next video.